Hi, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm super excited you're here to join me. Thank you so much, Brianna, for having me here for this summit, and welcome to everybody watching. I'm excited to dive in, and I hope you really take some time to make the most of this experience. There is so much knowledge to be shared, and I know I'm going to be diving in and watching as many of the lessons I can. So thank you for taking this few minutes to watch my presentation today. I have a lot to share, and I think you're going to find it really helpful if you've been struggling with low energy or struggling to lose weight or struggling to just get back on track. The insights I'm going to share with you today will leave you some actionable tasks to really take and move forward and try on your own. So I'm excited to dive in. So before we get started, a quick introduction. My name is Gayleen Gomez. I'm the owner of Compass Rose Nutrition and Wellness. Now, I come from a history of low energy and bloating and stomach pain and problems with eating and all kinds of health issues, which led me to study nutrition. And what that means for you is that now I take a big 4-pillar approach. I know that it's not just about what we eat, but it's how we're treating so many different areas of our life. And so the 4 pillars that I use with my clients is exactly what I'm going to share with you here today. And when we include all 4 of these pillars in our next steps, results are faster, things feel easier. We really start to make progress with our energy levels, with our weight struggles, our moods, and everything else. So shall we dive in and share what these 4 pillars are? Now, we'll run through them briefly, and then we're going to dive into each topic a little bit more. And I actually want you to do this with me. So I have a little task for you here today. I want you just to grab a blank piece of paper. Once you have your blank piece of paper, you're going to draw 4 corners on it like this. Very straightforward. Now, in the top left corner, I want you to write nutrition. Nutrition is about your healthy eating. It's about what you eat, how you eat, when you eat, your relationship with food, just in general, your entire nutrients that are going in your body. In the next corner over, you're going to put exercise. Exercise is how much you're moving your body. Do you spend much of your day behind the computer? Do you spend your evenings watching Netflix? Or do you spend your days fairly active? The third piece, I want you to write sleep. And you can put sleep just in the bottom corner here. And then the next corner, I want you to put mindset. Okay, so right now you have 4, excuse the messiness, but right now you have 4 corners, each with one of those topics. Those are my 4 pillars. Those are the foundational pieces that we need for health. And the thing is, when we work on one of these, the rest can actually all come into play as well. When one of them struggles, unfortunately, the rest go downhill as well. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that your sleep has been off lately. You have not been going to bed on time. When you do wake up, you're really tired. You're maybe really tired in the afternoon. You wish you could have a nap. You look forward to the weekend to catch up on sleep. Sleep has just been really off lately. So in the morning, are you waking up and getting in that workout at the gym? Are you waking up and making yourself a healthy breakfast or packing yourself a healthy lunch? Do you feel like you're making really good choices throughout the day? In the afternoon, are you getting cravings for caffeine and sugar and like a little bit of an energy kick to keep you going? Or are you waking up feeling like you're struggling? Are you waking up feeling tired that you just didn't even get a good start to your day? So you can see how with lack of sleep, it can affect those other pillars. Let's bring it into the mindset piece. So pillar number 4, if, for example, when you do go to bed, you're feeling really stressed, all the news that's been on lately and everything that's going on, you go to bed feeling really stressed at night, and you then, of course, don't have a good sleep. When you wake up, you might be a little bit tired or cranky. You go through that day, again, not making the best choices for yourself because you're so stressed. So I want to do a little example questionnaire with you today where we're going to see which of the 4 pillars you could start working on first to really help kickstart your healthy habits. So let's dive in. Top left-hand corner where it says nutrition. I want you to think of a number on a scale of 1 to 10 for the last week, maybe the last 10 days. How have you done in that category, in your healthy eating? Have you been waking up and nourishing your body every morning with a really nutritious breakfast? Or have you just been grabbing a coffee to go or swinging by a drive-through to grab something quick on your way to work? Or have you been skipping breakfast altogether? Now, what about lunch? Is it nice and colorful and full of all the variety of the rainbow foods? Or is it something that's just, something to just get in your tummy? How have you been doing on your nutrition in the last week to 10 days? Give yourself a score of 1 to 10. 10 is amazing, spot on, perfect. You know you're eating every single thing healthy that you could possibly be. 1 is like, I'm really struggling in this area. 5, right in the middle, you do pretty good, could be better. So probably not many of you are going to be a 1, probably not many of you a 10. Most of you are going to be somewhere in between. But I want you to give yourself an honest rating. Now, no one needs to see this. This is for your eyes only, and you're going to benefit from this exercise much more if you are very honest with yourself. So giving yourself a score of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever feels right to you. Got it? Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next pillar that you have there is exercise. In the last 7 to 10 days, how have you been doing on exercise? Have you been spending your evenings laying on the couch watching Netflix? Or have you been getting out for a walk every night after dinner to walk the dog or walk with your family? What about in the daytime? Do you sit for 8 hours straight at your computer without hardly moving around? Or do you get up and move your body every once in a while? Do you get up and have a morning workout before you start work? Giving yourself an honest score of 1 to 10. 10 is perfect. I work out as much as I possibly can. I'm really good. I get cardio and strength and all the different types of workouts all in. 1 is like, yeah, I never work out. I never exercise. I've been so lazy lately. Give yourself a score 1 to 10. Pillar number 3. So you're in the bottom left corner now. This one is sleep. Sleep is a big one. And I want you to give yourself a score of 1 to 10 as to not only how much sleep you've been getting lately, but what is the quality of sleep? Is it good sleep? Are you going to bed with a quiet mind, or are you going to bed with racing thoughts, stressed out right from the time your head hits the pillow, later than you meant to get there, and your alarm's going off, waking you up in the morning, so you're not waking up naturally? That would be closer to a 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you have a really nice nighttime routine, you settle into your evenings, you put down the electronics, you do some breathing exercises, you go to bed with a quiet mind. You sleep a full 8 hours, you wake up without an alarm to natural light, and you have a really good relationship with your sleep. Where are you on that scale? Especially, where are you in the last 7 to 10 days? Okay, you have a score, and you don't need to think too hard about it. And one of the things I want you to be aware of is that you might think, oh, well, this is an exception because the last week was not normal, or the last week this, or the last week that. Doesn't matter. We're always going to have those weird random weeks. So I specifically want you to give yourself a score of the last 7 to 10 days, even if it wasn't a normal week for you. Ready for the last one? The last one is about mindset. You can change out the word mindset for stress or self-care, whatever you resonate more with the name of that pillar, because they're all kind of meaning the same thing when I start asking you this question. In the last 7 to 10 days, how have you been feeling mentally, emotionally? Have you been feeling like frazzled and stressed out? Have you been feeling really calm? And what have you been doing to support your stress levels? Have you been taking time out for yourself? Or have you been really struggling and you're just spiraling down quickly? So this one feels a little bit different. So 10 again is really good, 1 is really low. So you might just have to flip the way you think about that one. So you now have 4 scores all between 1 and 10. I want you to look back at the piece of paper that you've just written on. Now, with those 4 scores, I want you to look and be aware of which one is your high score. Circle it. Mark high beside it. Which one is your low score? Circle it. Mark low. Now, when you do that, you are really acknowledging the area, the pillar of your health that you've been doing really good at, that you're on top of, that's actually doing pretty well. And you're acknowledging the area that you maybe more struggle a little bit more with, that maybe needs a little bit of extra time and attention. If you can give it that extra time and attention, you're really going to bring that up into a better balance. And so as we look at this, a lot of my clients would come to me as a nutrition coach thinking that I just am going to put them on a new diet and that's what they need to feel better, to lose weight, to have more energy. And when we do this exercise, we're going to look at your scores to bring them all into balance. Because in my view, giving you a new recipe or a meal plan to follow, if you're stressed to the max, you're not sleeping, and you're not exercising, then a meal plan is not what you need. You need to support these other pillars and areas of your life that are struggling. And so nutrition, healthy eating, yes, it's absolutely important, but it doesn't work alone. Neither does exercise. Have you ever heard the saying, you can't outrun a bad diet? So just because you're really, really good at one of these pieces doesn't mean that everything else is okay. Sometimes we have a tendency to just do the pieces we're good at and ignore the things we're not so good at. I have clients that come to me and say, like, I exercise all the time, like 5 or 6 or 7 days a week, but I just can't lose weight. And then I find out they're sleeping 5 hours a night, they're stressed out at work, they're stressed out at home, their cortisol is all over the place, their metabolism is all over the place. So we need to bring all of these into balance. And so acknowledging which ones you're good at, amazing. I'm really proud that you have something that is a little bit higher than the rest. But be honest with yourself and look at the pieces that you maybe are struggling with. When we work on those, we're going to feel more in balance. Let's use the sleep example again. So let's say tonight, you clear your schedule, you turn off the TV, you go for a really nice evening walk, you come home, you have a bath or a cup of tea, you don't look at electronics, you don't stress yourself out with the news, you have a nice conversation on the phone with a family member or a friend, or just on the couch with your partner. You really have a relaxing, quiet evening, and you look at your watch and you think, you know what, I could go to bed right now. I'm actually feeling pretty relaxed and tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. And you go lay down, you pull out a book, something enjoyable, nothing stressful, not crazy news, not your phone, a book, like a fiction book or something you've been wanting to read for a while. You read for 20 or 30 minutes and turn off your light, you go to sleep. And you go to sleep peacefully because you've had such a nice evening. Now you sleep well all night. You wake up in the morning after having a good 8 hours. You wake up feeling refreshed and invigorated and motivated to take on the day tomorrow. You make a healthy breakfast. You pack a healthy lunch. You plan out some exercise for the day. Maybe pack your gym shoes if gyms are open, or just go get some fresh air. You really think through this next day feeling better. After lunch, you're still actually feeling good because you had a nice night's sleep. You didn't crave sugar or caffeine just to get you through the day. You've made the decisions that you feel are really supporting all 4 of these pillars. Because you had a nice night's sleep, you have a really nice day ahead. And because you have a nice day ahead, you're changing that spiral to the upward instead of a downward spiral. You're not getting more and more stressed and drained. You're starting to recharge your batteries and starting to feel like yourself again. Now, what if you did this for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days? How much better would you feel? How much more sleep would you have in your week? How much more exercise do you think you could get if you had energy from sleeping? Now, some of you might say, I don't have time to do that. So I challenge you by asking you, what can you get rid of in your day that will allow you more time to make the choices that are going to support these 4 pillars? And so I want you to look at your calendar, your obligations, your schedule, and how you spend your free time. And how can you really start putting yourself and your health first? And when you prioritize these 4 pillars, you'll notice everything falls into place. And so this exercise is something you can check back on regularly. What you scored today might be very different than what you scored next week, or maybe what you would have scored if you did this a week ago. So the point of being very honest with yourself is to do this as a regular check-in and really feel what you need to do, to choose, to be for the next week ahead. And when you do these things and you choose this path and you support all 4 of these pillars, that's where the energy comes from. That's where the weight starts to come off. That's where your stress starts to balance out. And so I work on these tasks with my clients. And so yes, absolutely, we talk about nutrition and meal plans and really supporting what they're eating. But we also put a heavy focus on the other areas that they're struggling with a little bit more. And so I challenge you to think about this as your week goes ahead. Start paying a little bit more attention to the areas that you're struggling with, not just the things you're already really good at. And I would love to hear how it goes. So make sure you stay in touch with me. I would love to hear if this little exercise was valuable for you, if you found it helpful, if you try it out and you actually start to get some results, please connect and share it with me. So there's a couple ways you can connect with me. Brianna has a Facebook group. I'm in there. So absolutely tag me. Let me know that you've watched this training and how you felt about it. If you want to share your scores or even just which pillar you're going to tackle first, please tag me, share with me, and keep me posted on your journey. And I will be there to cheer you on. Now, I also have a gift for you because I think having this exercise itself is going to be helpful. But for those of you that really are struggling with energy or you want a little bit more to work with, you're not really sure what to focus on, then I have a freebie that I want you to sign up for to kickstart this from the nutrition side of things. And so this is one of the fastest ways that you can really increase your energy fast. And I'm going to leave the link here. Brianna will post it with this video. So click on that, sign up for it. There's a little video training and a PDF that you're going to get to really give you some tips to really boost your energy quickly, like within a day or two, and you'll notice fast results. So make sure you sign up and grab that. It's completely free, and that will also connect you with me directly. I love to hear from you. So once you sign up, feel free to email me back, and I reply to every email personally. So I would love to connect. Now, she also has an option for you guys to get special gifts from us for those of you that do purchase this summit. And so the special gift that I want to give you is a workshop training with me. Now, these workshops are so valuable because I take you through exercises like I did today, but the workshop that I would like to give you when you purchase this summit is an Energy Jumpstart workshop. So we're going to go more in depth of these 4 pillars. We're really going to do an assessment to see which specific things do you need to do. So say, for example, you know you need your nutrition pillar worked on. Well, what specifically in there do you need to work on? That's what this workshop is going to take you through. So it's a training with me, a workbook with me, and it's a really valuable step to take if you're wanting to start creating healthy habits, start getting more energy, and start putting all of these 4 pillars into action. And so Brian is going to be sharing information with you as to how you can access that gift as well. So that's it for me for today. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this training. I cannot wait to hear from you. Thank you, Brianna, for having me here. It's been really great, and I love to share tips like this with all of you. This is exactly what I take my clients through in my coaching programs, and so if that's something of interest, reach out, let's chat, and I would love to support you as well. Enjoy the summit. There are tons of amazing trainings in here. I'm going to be diving through and watching them myself as well, so make sure you really clean off your calendar for the next couple days so that you can fully take advantage of all of these amazing and helpful people here to support you. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, my name is Gayleen Gomez from Compass Rose Nutrition and Wellness, and I look forward to hearing how you enjoyed this.